Alright, what's going on, PLC fans? It's week 13 finally, so we are officially, excuse me, we are officially over with the regular season, and this is the stream for that one. I have with me today Zach.
You.
So Zach's back after a hiatus last week that, honestly, no offense to you, Zach, but we did great last week.
I think I add a certain charisma to the stream that is very rare and hard to find. So
no, but the charisma that does get added to the stream is by Jay, who's also back this week. Yeah. Okay.
What was that?
All right, and then we actually have with us today Mike.
Yo.
So we got a full house today, guys. Week 13, guys. Like, what? It's over now for us, but obviously we're streaming this. But what were you guys' thoughts going into this week?
I was like, I need to ensure I get a 6-0 no matter what.
Jesus.
Why is that? What, you wanted 4th?
I really, really wanted 4th. Just to prove a point. Because Chris said I couldn't do it. And I was like, I'm going to make 4th. Fuck y'all. And I was like, honestly, the only person that could actually give me a problem really was Jay. Because we were so close in the points. So I was like, I need to make sure I get a 6-0 so that it doesn't come down to that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Jalen wrecked me, as y'all saw. So, spoiler, no spoiler.
Dude, I hate you, man. Me personally going into week 13, I was obviously coming off of the week before, which, for those in the know, that was a wild weekend. And I had a great, crazy weekend versus William, and then I just carried that in through the beginning of the week, and I was like going headlong against John this week. Just like, I don't care if I win or lose, because essentially there was a chance that if Speakman won, he could have contested my 3rd spot, but pretty much even if I lost, I was almost guaranteed 3rd. So I was just like, I'm going in this week, I'm going to try, but I want to have fun with it, so that's kind of where, that's kind of where I was coveted this week. What about you? Obviously you spoke already, Zach. What about you, Mike?
I wasn't going to go easy on him.
You had Will this week.
Yeah, I told him, like, you got to earn your spot, bro. Sorry.
Man, oh my god. I got so much shit I have to say about that match.
Well, same.
Man.
I don't even know which number that is. That's the 4th match.
I'm just gonna say this. Letting y'all know who's watching the stream, I am not going to leave Will alone in 2018. I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
Come on, bro.
I'm going in on your boy, because I pulled him.
Bro.
I pulled him.
There's no need for that. Come on, bro.
Alright, so speaking of going in, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Mike. Go ahead.
Nah, but like, Will did leave off 2 mods that he should have brought.
Yeah, he
crazy. But we'll talk about that later.
We will talk about that.
Speaking of going in, today we're sampling a nice Cabernet Sauvignon from Finica Las Moras. It's a barrel select. It's very good. It's got a nice round profile. But Pokemon. So the first week we got the first match we got up is Josh and Philip. And like, no offense to either player, this was a boring match to record.
Hey, that match. We'll talk about that.
This match was very boring for me, and it. I mean, again, no offense to either player, but this match legit, like, deserved first spot.
That's so funny to hear you say that. Because, like, it's so funny to hear you say that because he brought the strategy that you've been wanting to bring for so long.
It was boring. I mean, you can tell, like, alright, I'm not to give too much away, but you could tell at one point that, like, one of the players is just dialing it in. Anyway, we could talk about this match real quick. Let Jay, what'd you go into this week thinking?
But I just needed a win, man. I was coming off two straight losses from you and Mike, and I was really happy with how I was performing. So a win would be a big confidence booster. So yeah, just going into playoffs, having some type of, momentum going forward. So
I can't wait. Good. I can't wait for after all the videos because we legit have the bracket.
Right.
I want to talk about it so bad. Okay, so Josh's team, he's going with his Intimidate Hitmontop lead, coupled with that Beedrill. That's just a really strong lead for him. Obviously, Aggron being Philip's lead kind of leaves Beedrill a little bit out in the open, but I mean, again, with Fake Out being an option, there's so much that he can do, especially with he gets Drill Run, right?
Right.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so that ground type move potentially could do a big amount of damage. Excuse me, on turn 1. And then he brings in the Bugs Bunny. So we got Diggersby here. Diggersby is always a huge threat. This team's actually really kind of balanced. Like, you can't really point out like one big weakness on this squad right now. You know what I mean? There's not really one kind of chink in the armor, if you will. And I don't know why he chose to bring Crawdaunt with Torkoal, because that seems weird to me, just because, Crawdaunt's obviously his adaptability plus his stab Aqua Jet is like so powerful that like having Sun out there can only make Crawdaunt like less effective, especially when you're considering that he's following it up with Toxapex. But we'll see how he plays that up. Anybody want to talk about Philip's team? Ghost House. Alright, so I'll keep it going. We got Philip's Zordon. That's his Aggron that he likes to bring. So he brought that this week. I know he was saying that he was having trouble like even coming up with a strategy, because I mean a lot of you know about player fatigue. Eventually it gets all of us, especially in your first season. So allegedly he was suffering from some of that this week, but he brings that lead with the Dustnior, who's actually done a lot of work for him this year, and Comfy, backing both of them up and all of his other attackers up with healing priority. So like this team kind of had the bones, I guess you could say, especially with Cloyster. Cloyster could have done massive amounts of damage to pretty much 3/4 of his squad with that Rock Blast and Icicle Spear. He could have hit the Diggersby super hard. He could have killed both the Beedrill and the Torkoal. All those things were vulnerable to the Cloyster, so that was a really strong pick. And then he brings his Drampa. I haven't seen Philip make use of this Drampa to any good effect, unfortunately, all season. He's tried a bunch, but it just kind of it's just been underperforming, I would say. Despite how stout it is, I just don't think he's kind of mastered the Trick Room, you know what I mean? And Drampa really shines in Trick Room. So I would say that's kind of his fault with Drampa there. But then he brings the Toxicroak, which he got from you, Mike. That's an excellent Pokemon. Also has Fake Out support for him. So that's kind of, they both have really strong teams. And we could just go ahead and kick this one off. You guys ready?
To go on. To answer your wonder about why Josh brought Torkoal, I think he was preparing for Trick Room.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Because
he's got 20 big speed.
Yeah, he has some low speed Pokemon on his team. I see that.
Yeah, I haven't seen this match.
That makes a lot of sense.
So I think he bought Torkoal specifically for if Philip decided to use Trick Room, because he looks like to have the Trick Room squad going on.
I'm also gonna just say my 2 cents about this match. I know Ian's not a fan of it, but I gotta say, this Toxapex set, I really like it. I really like it. Toxapex is a Pokemon that players have struggled to try and make work all this season and last season, and Josh makes it work really well. Josh makes it scary, so I'm a fan.
Does he even still have it after this week?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay. He sat on it. Well, again, all the transfers aren't done, but for those of you who don't know, who are just watching and didn't see the Feeding Frenzy that was our transfer window, we're deep in on that. So we transferred a bunch of Pokemon this weekend on the Feed the Week wire, and some players are actually done. I think, Mike, are you done with your transfers?
Yeah,
Yes,
all of
yes,
the
sir.
Word. I think Aris is done with his.
I think he has 1 wire left. He
has 1 drop left.
Oh, okay. And then who else is done? I think Jackson's definitely done.
Jackson was done in like 20 minutes.
I mean, people were in the DMs, bro.
I bet. He had he still has like 5 niggas on his team.
Yeah, he's just like hoarding them now. They're going down with the ship. Speaking of which, great transfers, or I would quote unquote dead drops to Jackson's team this season, taking those out of playoff contention.
Oh yeah, clutch
ones. All right, so let's go ahead and start this one up. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go. Hey, Shaw, you're behind. All right, so we've got again Josh versus Phil. That Jade, he likes Jade stuff, but he also likes Emperors and stuff. So who knows? He's a weird guy, Phil. But
I see why you stopped being friends with this guy for a long time.
No. So he busts off this Intimidate, which is strong against both of those Pokemon. Pressure busts out. Not that I wish Pressure had implications this season. Pressure kind of works more in singles than it does in doubles.
I'm actually kind of surprised he left in a Steel Rock type versus Hitmontop.
That's another point. I don't think he Mega Evolves, but I don't think there's another Mega on his team entirely.
I don't remember actually.
So he has his Houndoom. I think he still has that, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
No, I think it is Houndoom. Right?
So the Berry comes in clutch, I guess. A Guave, so that's a special defensive set.
I'm surprised he lived from the Hitmontop. But I guess that's a more defensive Hitmontop.
The Trick Room does go off. Now the Toxapex comes out that you were so eager to see. Yo, hashtag give Gengar Levitate, man. Give it back, bro. Alright?
You got punished. That Mega's too good.
It doesn't even have implications on the Mega.
No, it does have implications on the Mega, because it makes it to where he can switch in on ground attack and then just go Mega and outspeed everything.
That's always been his MO, though. We've known that about Gengar.
Well, they made Gengar even more broken for no reason.
Alright, so the Toxapex is out. We saw an Earthquake, right? Was that an Earthquake or 2 Rock Slides?
Double Rock Slide.
Toxic comes off against the Drampa that just switched in. So that's unfortunate.
But yeah, this thing just says, you know what? I'm gonna put all of the passive damage out here. Y'all ain't doing shit.
Oh. Watch it.
You know what? After hearing you use that FG word so much, I don't want to hear it.
I don't use such words. Anyway, you got index view. Shut fucking mouth. Baneful bunker goes off.
Wow.
Good God.
Larry the lobster busts off a protect.
Just know your CEO leads by example, fellas.
It's me, your CEO. Yeah. So double protect. Baneful bunker obviously has no implications on this current layout. But infestation comes out. So we know it doesn't have binding ban though, and that's the thing that I was excited to use. That I never used, because I just kept winning, and it was like I didn't have the nuts to use such a janky strategy.
You wanted
did he use? Oh man, did he use crab hammer on the Toxicroak?
Yeah,
bro.
That's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Oh my goodness. We gotta learn our abilities, guys. That's the main thing. You gotta learn your abilities.
Too late in the game to not know that Toxicroak has dry skin.
Jesus, that was the main reason why I had it.
Dude, it happens, bro. Like, trust.
Oh no, I understand, but like we gotta know our abilities now.
We're in the playoffs now, bro. Okay, we gotta know.
You know, it's cool because it's a regular. It's cool because it's a regular season, but now we going into playoffs.
Yeah,
you gotta be on top of this.
Boom, both are killed.
Sheesh.
And the dimensions are normal. Toxapex in yellow still, having single-handedly taken out basically the Drampa by herself. Sweet Pea comes out. This is his chance to sweep, you know? Bugs Bunny comes back. That was a clutch switch. Ooh, if he used an ice, bro. Alright, Drought. Come on. Use Rock Blast. Oh! Icicle Spear does absolutely nothing to Torkoal. That's unfortunate.
Well, yeah, because you got switched it in.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, imagine had he predicted that. Oh, and the recover. He's like, I feel the switch, bro. I'm going Rock Blast. Don Juan busts out the Trick Room.
Oh my goodness, why? Oh,
because I think this is also a lack of experience, bro.
I'm in a bad position. I'm a help.
No, that's not what you do, man. Not with Torkoal on the field. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry,
like
man.
literally one of the slowest Pokemon in the game.
It's the second slowest in our draft.
Behind Mega Camper or Camerupt?
Camerupt, I think, ties or is a little bit faster than Torkoal, and then the thing slower than Torkoal is Stakataka.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The 13 speed, right?
I think Mega Abomasnow is pretty slow too.
No, it's not slower than No,
Torkoal's the slowest weather setter, so.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hands down.
But Abomasnow ties with Mega Camerupt, so yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, that move messed him up. So
yeah,
that hurt him big time.
Now we got double infestation out. Rock Slide too little, too late. I'm gonna go look for Magikarps, guys.
That sounds like.
If you guys wanted to toss a couple Magikarps back, you know, maybe get some rare Pokemon, you know, I got you. Throw them on GTS. So Boogie Oh Boogie. Heat Wave comes out fully powered up by the sun, killing Don Juan, and now Toxic goes off, which is just gonna whittle this already being whittled down. Did Destiny Art. It's too late, bro. Things are already been set in motion.
Honestly, all things considered, I gotta say, man, I gotta give them props where it's due. That Toxapex.
It's a cool set. It's a cool set.
It was nasty.
It's a cool set. It's just a boring match to watch, but it's a cool set.
It is.
And it's a clean 5-0 too.
Yeah. Had Phil maybe played a little better, a little smarter, maybe it would have been a better match.
The matchup was really hard, but again, they both had the chance to overcome that.
Honestly, I think as
a better open Phil might have really helped him, you know.
Phil has been really popular for leading, like for having really bulky Pokemon.
Okay, so if you saw him on top, though, you have to assume he's gonna lead him on top, and that's where Comfy shines. You know?
Well, no, I was just making a point that Josh capitalized on out-tanking his Pokemon. He was like, "You want to bring bulky Pokemon? All right, bet I'm gonna do all this passive damage. I'm gonna just eat them up."
Yeah. So with that, Josh secures. What spot is he in? I forgot.
I think Josh is 6.
Josh is the 6th spot. Boom! 6th spot. He gets the first week of playoffs off. And that also cinches Philip for the 7th or 8th spot.
Mm-hmm.
He's the 8th spot, I think. And that's their spots in the playoffs, man. That's real stuff right there. Great match on Josh's part. Philip, you know, you need work. I'm just kidding. Good luck in playoffs to both of you guys. And now we're on to Zach and Jalen. So I guess you want to talk about this. Please don't be facetious. I'm tired of it.
Damn.
No. What does that word mean?
Really? Vocab word, guys. Stop lying, Zach.
What?
Continue and talk about your match, bro.
You know, this match was tough, and quite frankly, I don't need y'all giving me some shit about it. Because it already feels bad enough that I lost so bad. I mean, sorry, spoiler, no spoiler, guys.
I hate you right now, dude. I said what I said.
I said what I said.
Alright, talk about your team.
Alright, so I lead Charizard and Infernape because I've noticed that a lot of the week Jalen's been leading with Trick Room, Gourgeist, and Steelix. So I was like, if he goes for it, bet I'll go Heat Wave Spam. And this Infernape actually is pretty special. I actually equipped it with a wide lens. You'll see.
It's kind of hard to see in that pile.
Oh my goodness!
Of what? Of what?
Throwback. Continue.
So I wanted to make sure its moves connected because I really wanted to make sure that I got certain things off because I saw how physically offensive Jalen's team can be, so I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to be an issue. So Infernape and Charizard are here. Infernape really pushes the pressure in this match. We got a Moongus over here, you know, helping with Spore support and all that. Glide Spores over here. And then we got Savali. Excuse me. Savali was just to kind of like ensure like I had an option B just in case like these fairies like wreck my shit. Like I noticed so many fairy types being on his team. I wanted to make sure I was ready for him.
Okay.
And that's also kind of why Bisharp is here, just to have like the super effective advantage versus fairy types. And also I brought it just, you know, predicting the Gramble coming in because Gramble's been putting in work every week. So
that's also dangerous though because Gramble does have access to superpower, so that's kind of like a double risk right there. All you gotta.
Oh yeah, but I know I would outspeed it. That was my thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I had a joke and I lost it.
Was it one about
bro?
Anyway, who's got Jalen?
I guess I'll get Jalen. So pretty much as Ian said, Jalen's been bringing, what Zach said actually.
Yeah,
He's kind of, the last couple of weeks he's been bringing the same trick room core of core guys right here. Grambo and Steelix, and he pretty much brought the same thing. He's obviously going for the trick room with the core guys for Courier lead. I like Electros in this matchup just in case Zach, well, he did bring Charizard. Why? He could hit it really hard. I like the Sylveon pick, extremely bulky, especially defense. I like Steelix because Steelix is it's really bulky, but I'm gonna assume that the issue I have with Jalen and Steelix is that there's not really a sense setter on this team, so I feel like he's not really using it to what it could be.
That's been his whole problem all season. Remember, he had a bunch of Pokemon that benefited from rain with no rain setter.
Yeah, I remember when he had Swampert, he was trying really hard to set up rain for his turn. But just having something to just go in and just set the weather and then still have the extra move, it's just so much more convenient. And yeah, man, just basic trick room core that he's been running, and I think it's a pretty okay team.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. And it did work this week, didn't it?
No.
I thought you were Zach for a second. Go ahead, Mike.
I
gotta watch the match. That's all.
Alright, well, it's interesting.
It's an interesting team to bring against Zach.
Right.
Because I'm looking at Jalen's team and I'm just like, I don't see how.
Well, I think
whatever Zach's talking about, I just don't see it.
You'll be surprised, man. I got caught off guard. Turn one.
Let me say this. I think that we talk about it a lot in chat, and you're like, you always talk about how you prepare differently, or you don't practice, or what have you. You think a lot differently than other people. So when Jalen's going into this match, I doubt he was thinking about this team's matchup versus Zach. I think he was focusing on this team synergy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, but I still feel like you can't bring the same thing almost every
That's
week.
Another thing, but you have to consider him already being out, and then him making his own Pokemon too. So it's just a lot of factors. I think that Jalen was just no offense, he was just slack jobbing it.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go. I forget. I just did a blanket set of music on these, so if you guys are actually listening to the music on them, it's just 1 hour long CD. But the viewers can't hear that because I don't own the rights to that. Mojo Jojo, huh?
Yeah, man.
One would think you might commentate your own match.
I told you I was a little bit.
Alright, so the frisk happens, and it frisks out that wide lens, letting us all know that this one's not gonna miss. Drought pops up. Obviously, you're trying to Oko the Gourgeist. Fake out the only Pokemon that's possible to fake out, and you overheat. So you went straight for it, man.
I really wanted to make sure that Gourgeist was about. But see, look, I focused. Yeah, and it goes all downhill from here.
So he says trick room.
You see, man. Nah, Jalen will sneak up on you because I definitely felt it.
Jalen will sneak up on you. That's true.
I'm not gonna lie, yo. When I saw that focus hazard,
dude,
I was like,
I honestly should not have beaten Jalen, but he decided to use a different set than he should have, and that's the only reason I beat him that week. If you guys remember.
Oh boy, man.
Smart Lewis. Smart.
I mean, I shouldn't put a wide lens on Arcanon.
Hey, I was just saying, I wanted to make sure that Rapier was going to get burned.
No, because I missed my first turn, and it just hit twice, and I was like, man, this is garbage.
Sometimes, see, that's the thing. That's the thing when you're in the league meta, you got to think way outside the box, because sometimes something that would not work in normal situations literally is the only answer. For example, Z Grass Lipard.
Yeah, that was garbage too.
It was garbage, but I won the match though.
Good man.
But who got the W though? No, I'm not trying to rag. I'm just saying, like, that is the only reason.
Clearly, you are trying to brag. I don't know why you say you can.
No, I was saying I wasn't trying to rag. Like, I wasn't trying to rag on you.
You're so lucky. I'm not that 16 away.
Yeah, so I actually am up against. Since I already basically revealed that I'm third spot, I am up against Josh in the second week of playoffs.
So if you guys saw that, he definitely going to hit Glasgow with the ice.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. And that's the first week that is best of 3 too.
Damn, so yeah, that's something.
He's going to use Ice Punch again, so I'm like, well, screw it. I'll just get the free switch in for Infernape. Why not?
I mean, it's free, right?
Well, yeah, because I mean, like, everybody's been targeting Glasgow Ice moves lately, so I was just like, all right, bet. Let's bait it up.
I mean, why wouldn't they target him with ice moves, bro? Like, that's...
No, I was just saying, it's like everybody's packing ice moves for me now, so I'm like, well, screw it then.
I mean, you have to almost, yeah, but you do have kind of like a weird multi-weather core.
Glasgow isn't the problem. That's all I'm saying.
Facts.
So let me ask you a question: Are you used to taking a Pokemon from somebody and then using it against them?
I am.
Is that something that you're a fan of, bro?
I am. Like,
dude, I hate
and then there's another thing where it's like, if I offer you something that I think is worthwhile for your team and you don't want it, then I'm gonna bring it against you and wash you with it. And then just
I showed you what was good. Now take it.
Like,
and I don't even want the original offer. I want your best shit now.
Hey man. Good God.
Yeah, that hits her a lot. Sylveon is not to be underrated. Underestimated.
I just wish you
the Bistroff has stability calls.
Defiant.
There we go.
Oh no.
Overheat.
So at this point, it's all downhill for me. So I'm about to
Zach,
never mind. I just
look up the word facetious and then stop being it.
Me and Zach had this thing where I tell him not to run overheat because I just don't think it's reliable.
And I showed you it's good.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Dude, I don't want to hear this from the man that's always questioning Icicle Crash and then hits with it this week.
Shut up. Who was talking to you first?
So, Mega Steelix comes out, and I mean, this is just not a good place for Mega Steelix to be.
Yeah, man.
Let's get a free protect off so I can go ahead and just, hey, go to sleep, man.
Well, I was not trying to take that rock slide.
And he did Earthquake though, which is like, what?
Yeah, looking at his like seeing the moves that he chooses to use with the Steelix, I don't think he had rock slide on it.
Yeah, no, he's done that. Like with me, he didn't have rock slide, and like if he did, it would have killed Zapdos, and I would have lost.
Yeah.
And like we talked about that, and then I guess he didn't. I mean, he makes his own Pokemon, so maybe he just didn't have the time to produce a new Steelix.
Makes sense.
You get an earthquake off on your pizza topping because it's whatever it has with generator and it's a grass type.
Yeah.
Giga Drain. After it was used to such great effect against you last week, you dare bring it against him?
What, Giga Drain?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so now you're just rubbing salt in it.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up, Zach.
You know what?
But man, it would have taken a while to take that Steelix down. Would have done the same thing.
I didn't bring stockpile Lucas.
Woke up! He woke! He woke! Oh, but he doesn't have Rock Slide. And
Yeah,
here,
Rock Slide would have been clutch.
See, just if that was in the sand.
Well, like when I saw that he crunched Gliscor on the Switch, I was like, "There's no way he has Rock Slide because he would have used it by now. It doesn't make no sense." So I was like, "Well, screw it. I can switch him."
that feel when you analyze your opponent enough to be like, oh, he doesn't even have it. Like, he doesn't even have the threat that I'm worried about.
Exactly.
That's happened to me before.
It's happened to me this week.
Oh, well, you are up a little bit later because your match actually is not bad.
In my opinion, the MVP of that match was definitely Infernape. Infernape was really putting the pressure on him.
Oh, is it your opinion that that's the guy?
Yes. Listen, you try to claim that Porion does work every week when it doesn't because it's garbage. Infernape,
What?
Let him know how you feel, Zach.
Infernape did the work.
Anybody else got any opinions on MVP that match?
No, I'm gonna say Infernape because the Will-O-Wisp was clutch for
Word.
sure.
Alright, so that's one. I don't think we... Oh, well, I guess if we were going to do one from the first match, it has to be Toxapex.
Oh, absolutely.
So Toxapex and Infernape. Just write that down, Zach.
Alright, bro.
And now we're on to Jordan and Steven. So... Jordan brings his Lopunny, right? I don't know if it's his Mega, because he has the Gallade there. I'm not
every week.
I'm not sure which one it is.
Hey man, Vanilla Lopunny does get fake out. I'm just saying.
Both of them are good outside of the Mega.
And think about it. If he brings Vanilla Lopunny with Q-Charm, you saw how effective that was versus Mike. It could do work.
Bro, Q-Charm is
Q-Charm.
It's so wide, though.
I'm bringing that.
It's so whack, though.
I'm so bringing that one of these days.
That Crobat was in love.
Bro, that was so... I was like, what?
Not Piccolate, but Q-Charm. You're just like, oh no.
I was like, this is not cool, man. And then the Stone Edge hit. And I was like, oh, man.
Didn't even have a wide lens, man.
Exactly. Now I know. Now I know.
So he has Lopunny and Primarina, basically his dankest Pokemon on his team right now outside of Incineroar, who's not here. He finally brought his Murkrow that he got a hold of again, so that is his proxy weather setter, I suppose. Because I mean, you see the matchup here. And then we have his Moltres that he has been reluctant to bring, so he brings that back. Obviously, Steven wasn't prepared for it, because spoiler, no spoiler, that is Infiltrator Chandelure. And it just doesn't go like you want it to go. So... There's
actually a point in this match too where I realized it didn't have
Flash Fire.
Flash Fire.
It doesn't have Flash Fire, and you're like, why don't you have Flash Fire? And so anyway, he also...
Why is he using Infiltrator?
Because apparently, quote unquote, Jordan brought screens last 2 weeks. So
he did. So that's not a horrible assumption, but.
Gengar comes in, and then Gallade, presumably non-Mega, closing up Jordan's team. On, you know what, Zach? You know, Mike, if you want to talk about Steven's team, actually, you haven't gotten a chance to do that.
Sure.
Mega Audino, dude.
The Mega Audino is great support Mega. Bad matchup this week though. I wouldn't have brought it this week. Lurantis, great on the Trick Room. Audino sets Trick Room, by the way. And the Chandelure also sets Trick Room.
Mm-hmm.
It's a threat. That 216 special attack is not a joke. Supposedly that he hits everything with Shadow Ball or his fire moves. Pelipper to set Rain, probably
Hurricane.
I don't know if he read that Jordan was bringing Moltres, but I assume that he brought the Pelipper for Incineroar, as well as the Hitmonlee, because Incineroar is a threat now that it has Intimidate. And the Noivern, I don't know what Noivern this is, because he brought a physical one against me, and I don't know what to think about when he.
Everybody forgets. Everybody forgets Noivern gets telepathy, man.
No, I know that, but
I'm saying the implications of that, though.
Well, no, he was like, he's saying like he didn't know like what kind of set he's running on his.
No, I know what he's saying. I agree with him. It's hard to tell because he's constantly bringing a different Noivern set.
Yeah.
But
one thing I've really liked about Steven lately is that he's been kind of like really trying to be as unpredictable as he can be. Honestly, I've been liking it.
Right.
Oh no, it works because it threw me for a loop. I was frustrated.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we go ahead and kick this one off. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, go. It's Jordan versus Steven, leading Primarina and Lopunny and Audino. I missed the last one.
Audino. I do want to say though, as much as I love Audino, it is such taunt bait.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yo, imagine pairing it with Aromatisse though.
See, that'll be good, but like if somebody on the other team has like a poison type, then you're pretty much screwed.
That's true.
That's on like and Audino's bulky enough to where you don't have to really Mega Evolve it.
It stays normal if you don't.
Yeah, but it's bulky enough to survive his.
You can rock vanilla Audino. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I agree. So if he doesn't Mega Evolve, he doesn't gain the weakness to poison.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And how no offense to Steven, but how dare he think that his Lurantis could show its ass last week and then come back this week and do the same thing?
See, here's another thing. I don't think that Jordan knew that Audino gets Trick Room.
That makes sense. He probably wasn't even thinking about Audino.
Yeah, he probably wasn't thinking about it.
And here it's like, yeah, put out your Chandelure. Put out your Chandelure.
So, oh my goodness. Oh, okay.
He's got like a mixed set of Lurantis.
Ooh. No, that's great. Ooh, that is so great. Yes. Good job, Steven.
You wish it was good job, Steven.
Good job, Steven.
I mean, I guess this is the third match, so it's kind of good.
He should see. Here's the thing: you taunt Audino as fast as possible.
He did Quash again. Yeah, he didn't taunt Audino. But it's just too much for.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh,
it's crit too. That sucks.
Yo, I just don't think that he would have. I mean, there's no way.
He had Trick Room up?
Yeah.
Moltres went before Lurantis?
No, Lurantis.
Yeah, he quashed. Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Why? Use. Oh God.
Ooh, smart.
It's so bad.
This is why Jordan being like a low seed is a trap.
Hashtag trap.
Jordan being a low seed is such a trap. It is not fair. Like, I don't want to face him because of that Murkrow right there. Like that's gonna be a headache.
Yeah, and he got it. He got it in the end, dude. He didn't use it all season. Got it right before the end of the season, and now he's got it going into playoffs.
That's gonna be a headache. I can already tell.
I mean, I'm straight because I got dark types, but I got prankster dark types, bro.
Why did he use Heal Pulse again if he's at full health?
Because Steven doesn't think, Mike.
Good God. I did not see that.
It was quiet. I thought no one else saw that. I was gonna leave it alone.
I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? Did he use Heal Pulse again? Like, it didn't do anything. Oh my goodness. See, here's what I told him to do. And it's a little too late though, because that Moltres is actually pretty bulky.
And he busts off and avoids the attack too.
Yeah, he used the Boom Burst besides Chandelure, which is great. It's too bad that the two mons that he's hitting are like special defensively bulky.
Yeah. And this is where you're just like, why aren't you Flash Fire? Why?
Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
The Ice Beam is way too much for Alucard. It's beyond enough for him. Goomba evolved.
Why though?
Because that's what a Goomba looks like, bro, when it grows legs.
I do love his names this week. Yeah, great.
Just wait till you see Jackson's names.
Those are wild.
You gave me up.
So wild.
You gave me up.
So, Protect Off, obviously trying to keep that stunning, pristine record for Soulja Boy.
Why? Why did he use knockoff on it? Also on Primarina.
I guess he hated those leftovers. But yeah, you're right, it would have done way better on, obviously, the Gengar. Pressure, see, like... Moltres does, Jordan probably didn't have access to this, but doesn't Moltres get Flash Fire too?
No.
What does it get?
It gets flame, or what is it?
Tell me it gets Flame Body.
Yeah, the burn equivalent of static.
That sucks. I mean, it does and it doesn't. I guess it has implications in this meta.
Yeah, it's just...
Static put in work, alright? And like...
And I mean, Flame Body is not a bad ability by any means.
Yeah, I mean, imagine switching in on a Fake Out and just like, oh, you burned my Fake Outer.
Yep, exactly.
So, still in it. That's a special defensive Pelipper, obviously. Dazzling Gleam goes off.
How about Plenty Stat Fake Out is crazy.
Boom, punching a bird, bro. Dazzling Gleam again. Way too much for Goomba, I'm sure.
Steven, you better hurricane that Loppy.
And he critted. He critted him. Hurricane. Oh, the 1 HP.
Steven.
He didn't know, you guys. Oh, If only he had rocks right now.
Oh, by the way, Ian, I need to ask you a question.
No.
And on Facebook Messenger, so I need you to see that.
No. Okay, fine. Alright, so you gave me up. Pelipper goes down for the count, and I mean, his Pokemon, his Chandler is just right around the corner.
Man, that was
Steven,
too late now.
How's like 2 health? Just hit it once.
That's the thing, though. I don't think there's Lopunny can hit. Oh no, he has Scrappy. Cook. That's unfortunate.
It is, yeah. So that's it for that match, man. That was a great match. Well, you know, it was good. That's why it's in the middle. Now we have Mike versus Will. Now this, man, because I had to give Will that meme, man. I was like, he may have been your father, boy, but he won't your daddy.
Now this is where I'm gonna talk some shit.
All right, go for it.
I was talking to Will. Listen, I was talking to Will before this match started because I was like, Will, you're playing against Mike. You better be playing some real shit. And he was like, oh, it's cool. I'm just going. I talked to Reese.
Why are you talking in that voice? Why is he talking in that voice?
Yo, because that's how Will sounds, isn't it?
And I was like,
It's not really.
Anyway,
no, it's not. Will sounds really real. Will sounds kind of country.
I was talking to Reese. He told me to bring this, so I'm gonna bring it. You know.
I said, I'm gonna bring it.
He said,
I told him. Now listen. I told him.
Yo,
do not bring that.
Why do we go so hard on him? Why do we go so hard on him?
Listen, I told him, do not bring that stupid ass Umbreon. The man literally made it for you. Why are you going to bring the Umbreon that he made for you?
He said, screw it.
I did tell him like the exact set.
Yo,
real quick. You gotta bring something the man knows.
Real quick. Hang on, guys.
I told him, don't bring that dumb shit.
Yeah, okay,
don't bring that dumb shit.
Oh, real quick.
But he proceeds to bring that dumb shit, and he just shit.
So, real quick. Last match, do you guys have an MVP for that?
Last match, probably Moltres, honestly. That Moltres
did a lot of work, so we write that down, Zach. We got Moltres for MVP. And that puts Jordan in the 9th spot, right?
Right.
And where's that put Steven?
Out of playoffs, I'm assuming.
I think he's at 11.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
JK, Philip gave his spot up to Steven.
Are you lying?
I'm dead serious.
Not 11, 12.
Philip gave his spot up to Steven.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Phil's work schedule got really complicated, so he wasn't really sure if he was going to be able to play anyway. And Steven really wants to play in playoffs.
So
Steven?
Come on, bro.
Wait. Hold up. This is news to me.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's news to everybody. That's why I announced it right now.
How much did Steven lose by?
Yeah, he didn't lose by that much. It was like a plus minus.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah, but still, because Will has a better plus minus than Steven does.
That's what I was gonna say. Because Will should be ahead of standings. Just giving it.
Well, yeah, but Phil is doing it as a solid for Steven. It's not like he's just forfeiting his spot because he's forfeiting his spot. He's literally just.
Oh, so Steven's playing for Philip. Steven's playing for Philip.
Well,
ostensibly,
yes.
I mean, but so like if he's playing for
like,
Philip,
okay,
he's playing his team.
His team?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
No. Okay, listen.
Zach, why are you talking when I'm the guy that they're asking the questions to?
Well, okay then.
I'm just saying. How could you possibly know more about the situation than me? I just announced it.
It just doesn't make sense. Like it was different. Like he was using Phil's team, then I would have got it. But if he's just handing Steven the playoff spot, I don't think that's fair. That's just me.
I mean, it's literally just like how Steven loaned his playoff spot to Ian last season.
Yeah, but Ian was the last spot, was like on that spot before like the top people who made playoffs. Steven's still like towards the bottom, and I'm pretty sure after this week, Will's still gonna have a bigger plus minus than it. But I mean, it's his choice. I just don't think it's fair. That's just me though.
Yeah,
that's just something that they brought to me. Philip can't play it, so he was like, I want Steven to play it, so I was like, whatever. But that's aside the point. We're going into this match with you and Will right now anyway.
Cool.
You want to talk about your team, I'm sure?
Yeah, sure. Let's get into it. So, the theme I was going for against Will, because I was preparing for the Hitmonchan, pretty much. I forgot he even had Doug Trio until Zach told me, which would have really, really
I told him to bring Doug Trio because it was faster than Excadrill and could kill him. But
nobody even used Doug Trio this year, this entire year.
Yeah,
but he has it on his team. It would have been clutch.
He used Duck Trio before. He used Duck Trio before, but he just doesn't use it often.
He doesn't use it right, and he's an idiot.
Yeah.
All right, Zach, calm down.
But the T-Tar...
I'm just saying.
Hey, stop talking over Mike.
Sorry.
But the T-Tar Excadrill set, Sandrust Excadrill, didn't really get to use it this week, but for good reason, you'll see in the match. Crobat was for the Hitmonchan because week to fighting this week. Arcanine also take care of the Ninetales, Bronzong, and Sandslash if he bought it. Whimsicott, great support mine, and overall just great support. Gardevoir, I ran a regular Gardevoir set this week.
Yeah.
And T-Tar's and Mega, but I ran regular Gardevoir.
Switched it up
to support the T-Tar pretty much, even though I didn't really get to support it much with the Gardevoir this week.
It did, are you saying like it didn't really call for it?
I mean, like the support, like I didn't get to support T-Tar with the Gardevoir, but it was made to support the Gardevoir.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much. And to deal with Umbreon.
So with Will's team, we basically have the same stuff, different week.
He got the Minior, which I wouldn't have bought, but hey.
Will's logic is not to be understood by mortal men. So he just makes those decisions, you know what I mean? And then he sticks to them. So that's why we see the Umbreon this week again. Knowing that you gave him the set. And then he brought Starmie again because he hasn't been embarrassed enough.
Oh my god.
Follows it up with that Nidoking, who Nidoking is dope actually. He's used it alright. And then he got Ninetales back, so he's using that this week. Again, I don't know about the Minior. I don't know why I brought it, but let's see how it works for him. You guys ready?
I wouldn't have bought the Minior this week, but yeah, we can get into it.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, go. If you guys have any actual questions about that situation, like hit me up in DMs, but for the sake of the stream, I just wanted to move it on.
Yeah.
So William leads Bronzong and Umbreon.
See, Will should know that I know when Trick Room's coming.
I mean, you of all people.
Exactly. Like, he should know that I know that Trick Room's coming. So I make the switch first turn. because I saw the Umbreon, and I knew that he was going.
When those trick rooms are coming, when those horses are coming, when those dark horses are coming, because I'm coming in playoffs.
Shut up. You see how you put yourself in the position of comic relief?
So this play here, I didn't know Bronzong was gonna die.
Damn.
So
Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't know that it was gonna be. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
That Tyranitar just hits hard as hell.
Oh, look, what's in that Umbreon? I hate that shit. I'm sorry.
And it's not as big a deal because that's the reason why I switched Whimsicott in. I knew he was gonna keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he just kind of gets screwed next to this turn.
Yep, like a dumbass.
Whoa, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
Brings in a safeguard for that stupid shit.
What? Zachary!
Mother!
So T-Tar with the second Oko.
Boom. You trying to stack those up? You trying to come up on Primarina and Camerupt?
I mean, it's kind of
There's a big gap between them and the next couple Pokemon, man.
Y'all gonna find out a little later when we do the season 3 honors. But Mike been racking up some kills late with that Tyranitar, man. I think
so. Look, this turn here, I thought this turn. It could have been a 6-0 had I switched, but I thought he was going to set the screens because that's what like a normal person would do. And I thought Will was gonna. I thought Will was gonna do that, but it actually worked in his favor, and he killed T-Tar, which he needed to do. Because I was gonna Dragon Dance and start swooping.
Oh man, sorry, I was in my DMs. Yeah, great setup. I mean, the Puff is asleep, but it's like it's doing what it's supposed to do anyway.
Yeah, at this point, Whimsicott's gonna die, so
it's always a target. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to kill Whimsicott. Yes.
And this was clutch because now Gardevoir doesn't take damage from the hail.
That's nuts.
Because it got the snow on him. Yeah.
Yo, Gardevoir's trace ability had really strong implications in Season 1, I remember, and I think in Season 2.
Yeah.
Moonblast is just too much. Oh, and the special attack drop. Well, I guess that doesn't matter for this Umbreon. And you already said Safeguard.
Didn't you use Yawn again? And I was like, damn.
He doesn't know about Safeguard.
That's totally not the blame.
That's great to see.
The OG RK died.
And this move Will makes next is like, this is really what won the game. After he switched both Mons, I was like, man, because I'm pretty sure that Nidoking was Scarf. I'm almost positive it was Scarf. So he just let it die. And that's just unfortunate.
Word. I mean, now he's got this Nidoking out there, I guess, going for the poison attack, right?
Ooh.
No, I was going for the Z move.
Well, I was talking about he's got Nidoking out there trying to hit Gardevoir with poison.
Yeah.
Or Arcanine with ground, obviously.
I'm pretty sure that Nidoking was scarfed and he was trying to do damage, but no point.
From the horse's mouth, man. You're the guy that you're the guy that puts the nails in the coffins.
Yeah, literally. With the coffin.
God, I hate our president. So,
whoa. Okay.
Not to get pokepolitical.
Pokepolitical. Okay.
At least you laughed. You know what? Maybe that's not a good sign. So, you get the Avoid, man, and although obviously Arcanine was the target of that, it does not matter He survives.
Yeah, with the shields down, Meteor's defense is like really, really low. So at that point, it was just game.
Boom. Umbreon takes the kill. You get buffed, but whatever. Alright, now you don't have Safeguard, but at this point it doesn't matter.
Nah.
There goes his Ninetales, that's his last Pokemon, and guess what? You've got a Fire-type move. Survived by 10 HP, that must hurt.
Oof.
Almost, but he's sashed. I mean, Scar.
It doesn't matter.
Because Heal Pulse. Oh, there it is. Tell me you Extreme Speed.
Nah, didn't need to. I just switched Gardevoir out or protected.
Same diff.
Yeah.
Blizzard, but it doesn't matter.
Now, what it would have been like really, really like broken is if Blizzard froze Arcanine, which would have been stupid.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Which has happened to me. Like, how do you freeze a fire type? Like, that doesn't even make sense.
So you take it on the 4-0.
Yeah.
Cinching your position in second, because spoiler, no spoiler, Reese could not get his match in because Speakman had a schedule conflict and didn't remember, and so he had to back out at the last second. And so Reese took the W on that and cinched his spot in first. And then you, in this win, cinched your spot in second. So we've got you. It's a Reese, you, me, and then Zach right now in top 4. And then Jay, your match is coming up. It's on you, bro. We got your match and Jackson. And you guys had a problem where I accidentally kicked my Wi-Fi router. Jackson was over my house this day, and he was on my Wi-Fi, and I disconnected our Wi-Fi, and so they had to do a rematch.
Right.
It sucked.
Fortunately, the discount. Unfortunately, I felt like I had a way bigger lead at the time. So it kind of like screwed things up because I didn't want to like run the same things. I felt like he would have like knew what I was gonna do. But essentially, I really didn't have as much prep time as I wanted, and the day of the match, I was actually in a rush. So my strategy was just like, I'm gonna follow me, and then either Gyarados or Scizor is gonna set up. I'm just gonna go for it. Because at this point, I just wanted to win, and I just wanted to win as fast as possible just to get out. So again, Gyarados is my Mega. It does have Dragon Dance, Crunch, and Waterfall. Togekiss support with Follow Me, Dazzling Gleam. I think I had Protect on it as well. Sableye, always my support Pokemon. Fake Out, Quash, some other things. I went with the regular Scizor this week. I just feel like the Mega and the regular, they both run extremely similar. Like there's very little difference. They even keep the same ability after Mega evolves, depending on if you run clear heavy metal or clear metal, or is it technician? I know it gets technician, but there's another ability.
Yeah, it gets technician.
Scizor. Yeah, but there's another ability.
Scizor gets light.
Yeah, light metal. So like just
it gets
like,
light metal. When it Mega evolves, it's technician.
So I could have had the options to run light metal, but I didn't really see the point. And then Mamoswine and Conkeldurr are just there for support. Conkeldurr has a Flame with Guts. And I'll just go in extremely offensive, not really too defensive. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it.
Jackson, on the other hand, he got a lot of crazy Pokemon last week. He, got the Swampert and stuff, so just like, go for it. And he brought Swampert. He brought his dog this time. I think he was going Intimidate set on this to like lead off. And then he did bring Mega Absol with Mandibuzz and the the wheezing, so they had Levitate out there because he was planning on spamming Earthquake. Mm-hmm. And then he's got this Magnezone who's surprisingly like super versatile.
Right.
When I was looking up sets for him, I was like, "This is fucking crazy, dude! You got a lot."
A lot.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Sorry. I was just saying he had a lot of options. You know what I mean? And I was like, "Dude, you could do all kinds of stuff."
Team he brought, I didn't think was really bad because Because I remember during team preview, I was like, "Damn, a lot of his stuff could like actually like, kill me if it's not dealt with." So like if I would have taken him lightly, I definitely feel like this match would have gone like his way. Spoiler, no spoiler. No
that's another thing about Jackson is like he might come and do nothing one week, and then all of a sudden he like gets his stuff together. Cause it was all right. So it's 420. We were hanging out. You know what I mean? Like we were hanging out together, and he decided to pay attention for once. But this was the first match. Again, I agree with you. I think was going way his way. He did try to give it to you 6-0, but you were like, you didn't feel right about it, as I recall, right?
Yeah.
So you gave him the rematch, and you guys agreed on settling with this one. So without further ado, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go. This is a great match. This is one of the last matches, I think. I think my match is the last match, but that's only because it was last Pokemon. It was kind of really close.
I actually felt bad because I forgot to he wanted to change lead, and he led with the exact same thing, and I was like, fuck. I was like, damn.
Honestly, he didn't know anything other than that, basically.
Yeah, I remember you told me that, and I was just like, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, he just was like, this is what I practiced, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm going with.
You stole my Juvia nickname, Jay.
Listen, man, Fairy Tail's my, it's top 5. I may hate the plot holes, but it's still top 8. Top
Fairy Tail?
Yeah, that's.
No, I like it. I like it.
It's just. It's just, I don't know, man. I feel like there's so much BS. Like, it makes no sense half the time. Like,
that's
coming from left field.
Because they beat people with the power of friendship, bro.
Well, hold on now.
Let me wait. Let me tell you something. This is the first game. Togekiss got frozen. And the second game, the same thing happened. But it's funny because the first game, his Swampert used Scald, and Scald actually unmelted me. And then as you're about to see, he used Scald again, and he unmelted me. And I'm just like, oh.
He was like, did he not know that? I was like, bro, he just looked at whatever was super effective or normal effective, and he said, I can't hit him with Earthquake, so I'm gonna use Scald.
Who uses Scald on Swampert though? That's the type of stuff that'll throw me off, and I'll be frustrated with it. Because like that would have made me mad. Like if he had like burnt me with Scald with Swampert, I would have been like, man, that's stupid.
The Toxic from Swampert I thought was a good move here because unfortunately I did 2 back dances, but Stoutland had intimidated Gyarados, so I'm technically at +1 essentially. If I was at +2, I feel like I would have had a way better chance to just start mopping stuff up.
Yeah, because you didn't lead with him in the first game, right?
No, I didn't lead with him. Actually, Dragon Nest again. Okay.
Yeah, when I was watching this back, I was like, you kind of were going off on the DDs. Like, you were like, I want to make sure.
Because I had to go. I literally had to go. That's why I was so mad at this con. I was like, oh my goodness. But then I felt bad, so I just like, play this match. But I'm gonna set up with something. I'm just gonna try Earthquake. But the issue is that I didn't expect Conqueror to take that much damage. And then I still expected Togekiss to be alive, so I could spam Earthquake. But unfortunately, it actually died, I believe. Well, he set up he set something up. I think he set up Stealth Rocks, and I was already really low. So if I switched in, that would have been a problem.
This Mandibuzz though, man.
Yeah, man, thing's incredibly bulky. This right here scared the shit out of me. Like this tailwind, I was like, oh snap. Especially since Gyarados isn't a flying type anymore.
The earthquake hits, yeah.
Yeah, say with the earthquake now. The Conkeldurr, man. Conkeldurr's been a Pokemon that like I knew about picking up this season. Like it's just been extremely bulky. Like every match I brought, it's taking a couple of hits.
Yeah, your Conkeldurr is awesome, especially like having a Guts Pokemon, being able to abuse like status while not being able to be any other status is so clutch.
It also gets two like really good abilities. It also has Iron Fist and what's the other one?
Sheer Force.
Sheer Force.
Yeah, Sheer
wow.
Force. You can run that with like.
And he also gets Iron Fist.
Well, yeah, you said that.
Oh, sorry.
And yeah, man, I think it's just bulky. Like as you see, like it's just taking the earthquakes. And I was trying to keep it alive for Drain Punch because my biggest thing was that Togekiss I couldn't. So like I was looking at I could get this Swampert low enough, and then I wanted to send in Scizor, but I didn't want to send in Scizor with the Weezing still at full health. So I started waiting that out just to see like what would happen.
Boom! And he brings him out.
Mm-hmm.
What a day for that name. He actually Toxic Spike there, and I was expecting him to use Will-O-Wisp, but he actually didn't. At first I thought he didn't have it, but then later in the match he used it, and I was actually surprised. But Colossus was there pretty much just to try to put damage in, because I knew I wouldn't have been able to kill the Weezing like super fast, but I just wanted to put some damage in. But I wanted to kill the Swampert first. Because I felt like what I was doing wasn't really like I was doing damage, but just in case, and like there's nothing else really this move would have hit extremely hard. So like why not take him out? Yeah.
When
I was watching this, when you went off, I was like, please tell me he didn't pick the Weezing. I was like, he's got Levitate. No.
Yeah, I was like, nah. I actually forgot. Is that?
That's more than 50% right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a clutch move. Facade should be on every Guts Pokemon.
Yeah, man, I think there's so much damage. I didn't expect it to do that damage because Weezing is extremely like bulky. And also because I don't get stat from it either. I just get like the boost from the Guts, and then I read the move and I was like, oh snap! I didn't know it also gets it from like the status. So I was like, oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy. And he sends spikes again.
And he still didn't burn Mamoswine. But I took long this next turn, I remember, because I was like, the Earthquake, the Magnezone, and risk Conkeldurr dying, because I'm like, the Weezing could Sludge Bomb, or he could Will-O-Wisp. And for some reason, his Magnezone went first.
He was Choice Scarfed.
Yeah, I'm like, assuming he was Scarfed. That was scary too. So I just went for Ice School Crash, hoping Conkeldurr would, survive. I hate Ice School Crash. There was like a better alternative. I would run it, but yeah, I just gotta do that.
Boom! Drain Punch takes out Tesla. Jingu Bang, man, that's a dope name.
Thanks, man. It's a very cool story.
Word. I love the names that I came up with for his Pokemon this week. Mega Absol was surprisingly tough in this match.
Oh, Mega Absol is a monster.
I was surprised it stayed on the wire for how long it did.
Oh, me too. But
dude, Goodra was on there for like 4 weeks.
Bro, this Sucker Punch, I was like, he's not gonna go for. I'm like, damn, that's probably a smart move, just in case.
Yeah.
Mock Punch.
That Absol, man, Absol. Like, if my team wasn't the way it was, I would have picked it up.
He just got Magic Bounce in its Mega form.
Yep.
So right here, I was assuming that his Absol was a physical attacker. Mega Absol does have a decent amount of special attack that can run both. And his wheezing was low, and I was just like, in case he does have if he did use Will-O-Wisp like he's doing, I had a Lumbarion.
That's crazy. You did that last week too, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I got scolded and I used it.
Ian.
What's up?
I want to send you all the honor award pictures, and so you can stream them on the stream.
Okay.
I was letting you know because you're about to get some notification.
Oh.
I think I went for the fake on the Absol because I didn't want to use Sucker Punch.
I mean, that was a great move, obviously. And then you did the knockoff, finally getting the Black Sled. Ah, it's dead anyway.
Yeah. And at this point, my new Technician plus 2 bullet punch would do the trick.
For sure.
And it did, man. It felt good.
But those are all the awards.
I'm trying to get this Pokemon to work, man.
Whenever you want to share them on stream, just
whoa, do you have? I mean, I appreciate it, Zach, please, but don't interrupt other people just to yell.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so that was a good match, though. And we're actually on the last match, because mine, I'm pretty sure, is the last one, right?
I believe so.
Yes, this is the last match. So this match is actually kind of clutch. Real quick, while if somebody wants to talk about John's, I'm going to do Zach the pleasure of actually saving all his memes so I can post them on the stream.
Word.
So,
Alright, Mike.
I can talk first.
Alright, bro.
Alright, so John's team looks pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
This team looks scary.
And this is the difference too. Like, this is the week. If he loses, he's for sure out.
I'm assuming it's a technician ambipom.
Right.
And I don't think people know how much damage ambipom does with fake out. It takes half health. Fake out. Like crazy. Weavile, another fake out mod. I mean, he had to bring that, honestly, because Garchomp, the superior Zapdos. So that was a good pickup, good bring. Zygarde, so he's been using it well. It stops the Zapdos. It's depending on the circumstances, it can deal with Garchomp, it can deal with the Typhlosion, and it can deal with the Kabali. So another great bring by John. Aerodactyl, I'm assuming the Mega because it's the only Mega on this team. Assuming that it's going to deal with Zapdos and the Typhlosion. Ferrothorn is a bit questionable, but
I want to Ferrothorn for all the water types he has, like
but I was gonna say that, but I can justify it because Vaporeon and Golisopod and Superior. But and the Goodra, which is another great mon, special wall, pretty much tanks any special hit.
And honestly, Goodra just has the move pool, man. Goodra has an amazing.
Oh yeah. It is a pseudo mon. It is a pseudo legendary, of the Kalos region. So that the move pool is there. But solid team by John. It looks like that he really thought about the threats that Ian had, and I really like the team that he brought.
Mm-hmm.
Like lately, his teams have kind of been either trick room or kind of stall oriented. So I think this time he's just going full out aggro, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to put the pressure on pretty quickly. Because the threats because Ian has a lot of threats that you have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's true story.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I'll take over for Ian.
No, I got it, man. I can talk about it. I can't seem to access your pictures for some reason right now.
Go ahead and talk about your pile of.
Alright, so this is again a Mankey, or no, this is Ojibwe. This is a static one. I just fell in love with that Pokemon because like people always want to hit it physical. Then I brought Porthos Cobalion because I just saw him bringing Weavile, obviously, and like I wanted to have my fighting type ready to go. I went for just a basic Scarf Typhlosion. This is a Mega Garchomp, but I don't think I actually Mega Evolve. I think I flubbed that up. So, you know, happens. And then I brought Goliaspod, which I have left off my squad the last couple weeks, but I brought it again, and Superior just to do, you know, a good spread of damage and start to stack up attacks. So I'm ready to kick this one off if you guys are.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, go. I led this one just anticipating him leading the lead that he led.
So you weren't able to see the pictures?
I'm working on it.
Okay, cool.
So there's one thing I like about John, just that like he always makes sure that his Pokemon are in the exact same ball, same type of ball, and like I always do that.
Is that so? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just so like, you know, cool to me. For some reason.
It's continuity, man. So yeah, he does a good amount of damage on Ojibwe right off the bat. And because he didn't fake out, I get to do the discharge and really clutch, get double paralyzed.
I'm actually surprised because I remember your Zapdos, you usually run like a berry.
Yeah.
Of some kind.
Yeah, I do, but
And so now Weavile can't even take out the Garchomp. So that's pretty tough.
yeah. So it was a strong early lead in my favor, but there's some things that I do later that kind of flub me up. Anyway, he brings out his Zygarde, and that's going to do a lot of damage on Porthos, and Ojibwe's almost dead, so I need to save that for some bigger threats.
It's so funny looking at Zygarde's spread because it's butthole blinks.
Yep. So he goes for the ground type attack and locks both those Pokemon in place. And this is where I'm like, okay, that's fine, but I'm going to try to, like, I totally forgot that he locked it into place. And then he does the water move, but I think I switched in pretty perfectly on him.
Well, no, because I think he uses it on Cobalion, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, that ground type move didn't hurt Snack at all.
Oh, yeah.
Cobalion was already basically, he served his purpose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could have done alright against, he could have done good against Aerodactyl maybe, but he had pretty much spent his purpose. And here, I was just going for, I think he has HP Ice.
So is this a choice item type?
Yeah, it's a choice Scarf Typhlosion.
Gotcha. I was curious because I was like, wow, that hidden power did a lot of damage.
Yeah, it did a crap ton of damage, dude. Super happy about that. Yay, I can finally download your stuff.
I was like, when I saw that Muddy Water Mist Typhlosion, I was like, wow, he's about to get wrecked.
I was super happy about that.
I was like, at this point, like, why didn't you switch? That's what I was mad about.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't switch out Snack because
No, not Typhlosion.
Oh. I honestly wanted to get that Z Ice because it's Z Ice. I was gonna try to Oko the Aerodactyl. I mean, it was Hidden Power Ice. I was trying to Oko the Aerodactyl.
Oh, yeah. But Aerodactyl's so fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's just...
So he busts off the Skydrop, right? And then that obviously kills Snick, but then I went for the HP.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's what you mean. Yeah.
And like almost, dude, like that's the difference right there. He Muddy Waters for KO.
Zapdos was taken on by a Fred.
Yeah. And actually doing really good work too.
Oh yeah, I see it here. Why you pulled a Steven and switched it immediately out.
He gets the Rock Slide in, and like I forgot to Mega Evolve. Or no, I think I backed out. I backed out and I didn't do the Mega Evolve again, you know what I mean?
Ooh.
So that Mega Evolution definitely would have killed Gudra, and like that was the difference in damage that I didn't get to do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Don't do playoffs, please, because you just get bodied right here.
So yeah, but that again, so he would never have died to this, and also I would have been straight. You know what I mean? I would have been good to go.
Honestly, that probably decided the game right there. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it really doesn't. It's later on in the match that actually decides the game. It's actually crazy. So, he protects because Aqua Jet would have killed.
Mm.
And I just go for it. I'm like, he does the Thunderbolt, and he gets the paralysis. He gets the paralysis, and this is what changes the entire game here because. Yeah, but this is what really changes the game. The paralysis, this Goliath doesn't get a move off for the rest of the match.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so paralysis for the rest of the match, like, doesn't get it off.
RNG is ridiculous.
Yeah, so he breaks out Ferrothorn. I'm prepared to just bust off, you know, another Aqua Jet. Obviously, that would have been an Aqua Jet. Thunderbolt again. This Gudra would have been dead. He would have never been able to switch out. He would have never got paralyzed. It was all my bad on not Mega Evolving. Anyway, so this is another questionable move that I make. So I was thinking, like, I need to get rid of this Ferrothorn ASAP. Aqua Jet Paralysis again. He goes for the Rock Slide. I avoid it, which I was like, what? And I did Z Fire on Ferrothorn instead of Heat Wave, and I'm not sure if I would have killed with Heat Wave.
Probably would kill it.
I mean, I'm talking about killed both Pokemon.
Yeah, I know. Because Aerodactyl
Aerodactyl's on.
Aerodactyl is below half, though, so I wasn't sure. But I was just like, Z-Fire.
You weren't going to kill the Aerodactyl, but you would have killed the Ferrothorn.
Yeah.
For sure.
I just took that out, you know. In retrospect, I should have targeted the Aerodactyl with that, because the Z-move would have killed. And this is another thing. So I can survive I could have survived a normal Rock Slide, but it crits.
Yeah. Yeah, RNG really hit you in the ass right there.
It's whatever, though. It was a good match, you know what I mean? I got no shame on that one.
Good match.
There was definitely shame. Garchomp should have won.
Salty. Alright, so,
This wraps up the end season, man.
Right,
How do y'all feel? Like, how do y'all feel after this week?
This week, man, I'm just glad that now we're like now it's really about to pop off. Essentially, like now things are about to get real serious. I know Mike's video definitely helped us, get in the spirit. So I'm excited, man.
Yeah, me too.
I am also excited, and I'm ready to start queuing up those superlatives that you've assigned, Zach. Let me just start to find out where they are.
All right. Cool.
What were the MVPs for the last 2 matches?
Oh, that's a great point. I forget who the last 2 matches were.
It was
for Ian's
last 3 matches. Last 3 matches.
Let me check.
Because my match, Jay's match, and Ian's match.
Mike, for your match, I'm gonna.
Alright, so for the first superlative, we've got the PLC Sniper of Doom, the most critical hits in the whole season.
Oh, okay. Who is it?
It's Josh.
Josh! Sniper Viper. I guess I was the only one else talking.
Nah, man, no, that was cool. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I was distracted. Excellent superlative to have. He got RNG seems to be on his side going into playoffs.
He said that's an excellent
superlative, bro. Yeah, come on, bro. So, that's a great one to have. You know that RNG loves you. And that's great to go into playoffs with it. I actually play him in my round of playoffs. What?
I said I hope RNG loves me in playoffs.
Yeah, it's not gonna love you.
Okay.
But yeah, if you guys are looking at the stream, you can actually see the graphic that Zach did for it.
Nice one.
So I'm moving on to the next one. Yeah, the next one is the Berry Farmers. Dude, I chose the order, okay? So PLC's Berry Farmers. Anyway,
I assume it's Ian.
It's me in first place. Zach, nobody can even understand you. You're mumbling.
True.
You didn't do second place.
Oh, what was second place for crits?
You, dummy.
No, what? Hang on. Let me go check these superlatives out.
Why didn't you look at these?
Was I supposed to?
Yes.
Sometimes I am doing stuff.
They're even numbered in order.
Not in the downloads, they're not. Alright, so here's the second most crits. That's a cool one, actually. That's cool, I like it. It's me with 9 to Josh's 14 he had?
Yep.
That's crazy. So, I was getting mad crits this season too, apparently. Who was third place?
Third place was Speakman with 8.
Nice. So that was like a really close really close on that spread there. Switching over to the berries again, sorry about that. PLC Berry Farmers, number 1 spot is me with 16 berry uses. Thank you. Number 2 is Jay with 11. Way to go, man. We were eating berries like groceries.
What?
I do eat the berries like groceries.
Oh. Bro. Hey, Jay was like, wait, what?
So, the next one is, boom, Most Protects. Most Protects, and that's me.
Yay!
Hey, apparently I did 47.
That's a lot of protects, bro.
That's a lot of Protects, man. I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Just know before you do the next one, there's 2 of them.
Okay, so I'm going to the second place for Protects.
There you go.
Oh, I actually have some graphics by Jordan as well that I can showcase. Do you remember getting those?
I do.
Me?
Oh, it's on Zach, my
bad.
I was talking to Jay.
My bad, yeah, I didn't know that.
Second is Zach
And John.
and John tied together Tied together with 44 protects.
Damn.
They're pussy, but they're not that scared.
It's all rigged. It's all rigged.
So that was a cool tie for second place there. Who's third place on that one?
Let me check. Honors. That's hilarious. It's Josh, and he has 43.
Oh, wow, that's a really close spread.
He missed out. He missed out on second by literally one.
Oof.
Boom, switching over. The PLC's heavyweight champions, most Okos. First place goes to Reese with 19 one-hit KOs.
Oof.
Way to go, Reese. That's champs. I mean, that's champs' prerogative. You know what I mean? Champions' prerogative.
19. That's
Number two, Mike with 14 Okos, man.
I told you, man. Tyranitar has been taking them hits, man. Been taking them kills.
Oh yeah, I did like Ice Punch, like on set tile. I do remember that.
So great superlative for those guys. Definitely got to watch out for those in the playoffs. And then we have what? This is the last one, right?
I believe so. This is most
fast.
switches.
Most switches. Too fast, too furious. We've got first place Zach, 45 switches throughout the season. That's a crazy amount of switches, bro. And then John, second place with 42 switches. 42. That's a pretty close spread. What's 3 on that?
Third switches. Let me check. Most switches.
And I'm gonna switch over real quick to getting the graphics.
It's actually looking like third place is tied at 36 between Steven and Josh.
Wow. That's dope.
So that's the difference, right? All the way from 42 to 36.
Okay, guys, so you want to know what's crazy? We're going into playoffs week 1 next week. And I actually have graphics, classic league graphics designed by Jordan of the matchups for the first week of playoffs. So let me cue those up real quick. In the first slot, we've got, boom, Jordan versus Philip. Again, now that's Jordan versus Steven. I talked to Philip about your concerns, and he was like, I should get to decide who takes my spot. I'm not really thinking I'm going to argue with it. I don't care. So if there's a problem with it, we can talk about it later. But again, this will be Steven versus Jordan, or presumably X versus Jordan, in the week 1 of playoffs. And then after that, we have the next graphic by him. What?
Appreciate the love, Maximus.
Oh, word. I didn't see that. Next we have Speakman versus John for their placement. Now, what's crucial about this first week of playoffs is that these fights decide who plays Mike and Reese, who are the top 2 players.
I'll be watching.
If I'm not mistaken, the higher seed plays Mike.
Oh yeah, who's the 7th seed?
The 7th seed is Speakman.
If Speakman wins, then I'll play him.
Alright, and then if John wins, then John would play Reese, no matter what.
Yeah, regardless. Yeah.
Okay. And so that's basically right there that this match is the most crucial one. If Speakman wins, then he plays you and the other player plays Reese. If John wins, John automatically plays Reese and the other player automatically plays you. So that's a crucial setup there. And then we actually have an even cooler graphic. This one, I'm going to have to just do transform fit to screen. Stretch to center to screen. Nope, wait, hang on. Fit to screen. Alright, now let's do switching graphics to... This is actually the top, I think it's all the playoff players listed by Jordan. Yep, here it is. Boom. So you guys can kind of see that in the middle. I'm gonna black out the window capture here so you guys can just see the matchup. This is our Season 3 playoffs, which begin again April 23rd, 2018. We've got Reese, Mike, me, Zach, Josh, Jay, Speakman, John, Jordan, and Philip, all going into playoffs Season 3. And this is an awesome graphic. This is kind of, he's even got our logo down there. I wonder if it's the Poppy and ship.
I love this graphic though.
Yeah, this is a really tight graphic. This is like a flyer, dude. We should print these out. I want to have a poster of this, dude.
Shout out to Jordan, man.
Yeah, this is a tight graphic. I want to get a poster of this actually now that I think about it. So maybe I can get a t-shirt even. That would be cool. So great graphics by Jordan. Great graphics by Zach. It's been a clutch week this week. I just want to give a shout out to all the players that played this whole season, all the players going into playoffs, and a big shout out to my fellow commentators. Thanks, Mike, for showing up.
Anytime, man.
And obviously, Zach, it's always a pleasure to have you back.
Appreciate the love, bro.
And Jay.
MVPs, guys.
Oh, thanks,
we did not decide the MVPs.
So, let me see. Mike's
I'll be real here. Does it even matter anymore? Like, Ian doesn't even make them.
Yes, I do. Alright, so who are the? What's the list?
In my match, it was Whimsicott.
Whimsicott from Mike.
Wait, was it?
Because it used
It's stop that yawn.
Yeah.
Or either that or Gardevoir.
I would say Whimsicott easily.
Word. Safeguard.
Was Whimsicott already an MVP at any point?
No, I don't think so.
So MVP on John's would have to be Aerodactyl, right?
Right.
What was the thing that got you paralyzed? It was Goodra.
Yeah, but that survived because of my fault. Whereas, like, Aerodactyl actually came through on all of the Pokemon it was supposed to come through on.
You technically won the match. I'm just saying.
What do you guys think?
I don't know, man. Probably Aerodactyl, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So, what's the list here? What are we deciding from?
Well, we got so far Toxapex, Inferno, Moltres, Whimsicott, and Aerodactyl. And then that last match.
And then the last match. And then yeah, I think that's it.
Wait, no, there wasn't another match? I feel like there was one. Was there only 5 matches?
Yeah, there were 6 matches, but yeah, we didn't get the 7th one because Reese and what's his face, Reese and Speakman didn't get to play.
So we got Toxapex, Infernape, Whimsicott, Aerodactyl.
Oh yeah, your match. Who was the MVP in your match?
I don't know, to be honest. Guess Conkeldurr?
Conkeldurr, yeah, that was a great Pokemon for that. So add him to the list.
Okay.
And then give me the full summary.
How does it really go? Moltres.
Oh, Maximus calling me out on not making the MVP Pokemon. Oh, he said Moltres. Yeah, Moltres was definitely on there.
Moltres.
Whimsicott, Aerodactyl.
I was trying to escape before we decided MVPs.
Alright. So...
I didn't want to call attention to the Pokemon that haven't been made.
Well, you're welcome.
Alright, what's the damage, Zach? Who we got?
We got Toxapex, Infernape, Moltres, Conkeldurr, Whimsicott, and Aerodactyl. Mike is voting Whimsicott.
Mike, you're voting Whimsicott?
And then I believe Maximus is voting for Moltres.
Yeah, I have a question.
I'm just gonna say it.
What's up? What's up, Jay?
So your record going into this match was what?
Max,
F if I know.
Basically, Will brought that stupid yawn bullshit again.
It was 8-5-17.
Mike used safe.
Okay. And Zach was wait. So
I'm up by
Zach
him.
was
I'm
seven
up on
and
him.
five, right?
I'm up on him by 1.
Anyway, I'm gonna nominate Infernape for myself.
I thought Zach. I'm going crazy. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm looking at the same thing you are. I'm up on him by 1 in the win-loss.
Because I'm updating it right now.
Zach was 7-5.
Yeah, but he got a win this week, and you got a loss. So you guys are tied win-loss. That's what I'm
saying. So he went up to 15, and I am down to 16.
Oh, okay. All right, makes sense. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Because I lost by 1.
Oh no, what? It's my fault.
Anyway, continuing. Who are you voting? Okay, so Mike's voting for Whimsicott.
Mike.
You can't hate on him.
It needs an MVP, man. It's been a strategic sacrifice all season.
What's up, Zach?
And it's done its job.
I'm gonna just say it. Infernape was putting the pressure in that match with the U-turns, the will-o-wisp.
Your match just wasn't fun to watch.
I mean, if we're going that way, Conqueror did stay up the entire match, and he's just a fucking beast. So I'm just putting it
See,
out.
it really comes down to my vote, I guess, between the commentators, because you guys are all voting for your own Pokemon. I am honestly, and this is no shade to anybody, I'm voting for Clonkader because, like, it did so much work.
Aww.
It did so much work this week, and, like, it has nothing to do with long-term. Whimsicott, obviously, of the season, Whimsicott is more of an MVP than Clonkader, but this week...
Hey. One, what was there from the beginning, one was there mid-season. That's all I'm saying.
Maximus is voting for Moltres because it got 4 KOs.
Oof, yeah.
I'm actually gonna switch my vote. I'm gonna go for Moltres.
For real?
Yeah.
Screw it, Moltres.
Screw it.
What?
Well, two people have voted for Moltres. I'm gonna stay on Clonkader because I honestly believe it deserved it this week.
Alright, then I'm changing my vote to Conkelder.
Oh, so 2-2 Moltres Conkelder.
Then I guess I'm gonna change my vote to Conkelder.
Oh my god, dude, you're a flip-flopper! You're a flip-flopper!
I guess I'll take it.
No respect for the Wildlands of Furry.
You're a flip-flopper, bro. You're just as bad as Donald Trump.
It was a cute nip.
Whoa.
Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. That was pushing it.
Damn.
That was pushing it. So, Conkelder. I don't even know how to spell it, but I'm going to spell it this way, and we'll see if people notice that it's spelled wrong. Boom. MVP this week is Conkelder.
Word.
Well, I guess we could put it up to the PLC chat, but I mean, that's 3 for Conkelder.